This is the extraordinary story of a Nigerian man named Harrison, who faced an arduous test of the ocean and emerged a survivor. His ordeal, trapped for 3 days 100 feet below the surface, stands as a profound testament of human resilience. It is also a chilling reminder of the ocean's immense and unforgiving power. In this informative and gripping account, we explore the harrowing details of his survival. Hopefully this narrative will challenge your understanding of what the human spirit can endure. The date was May 26, 2013. Off the coast of Nigeria, a routine operation turned into a nightmare. The Jaskin 4, a tugboat assisting an oil tanker, was caught in a sudden and violent storm. The vessel capsized with terrifying speed, plunging its crew into the dark, churning waters of the Atlantic. Harrison, the tugboat's cook, had not long began a trip to the toilet before this tragic incident took place. 1 minute things were upright and normal, the next they were upside down. Harrison found himself on what was once the ceiling, with the toilet above him. As he was attempting to get to his feet and get to safety, the toilet fell, hitting him on the head. Harrison had just enough time to notice blood running from his wound before the lights went out, and he was plunged into darkness. As water proceeded to fill the cubicle, Harrison struggled to open the door. Luckily, he was able to escape into an alley where he reunited with a few of his colleagues. They found themselves in an impossible situation. Impatience began to set in. Instinctively and uncannily, Harrison swam away from the exit. The force of the water pushed him into another cubicle with a pocket of air. He was now separated from his colleagues, but he could still hear them shouting, calling, and crying. However, after a while the shouts ceased. Harrison believed they had found a way out. He was wrong. The ocean had claimed them without mercy. Harrison ended up finding 2 life jackets with flashlights attached to them. He tore pieces of material from the boat to build a raft. These were useful, but the conditions he had to endure were beyond comprehension for most. He was still in near total darkness, a suffocating void where time lost all meaning. The crushing pressure of the deep sea bore down on the wreck, a constant unseen threat. Frigid water enveloped him, slowly stealing his body heat and threatening hypothermia. Every breath was a conscious effort, each one a reminder of his dwindling air supply. His throat and tongue ached because of the salt water he inadvertently swallowed while searching for a way out. Crayfish bit his arms, legs, and torso. The fear of the unknown was a relentless tormentor. He was acutely aware of the constant threat of running out of air, a silent countdown to oblivion. The psychological toll of such isolation and despair is almost unimaginable. This was the reality of claustrophobia and terror. There was profound loneliness, the desperate hope for rescue, and the gnawing certainty of death. The darkness was absolute, broken only by the faint glow of his own thoughts. He was just there in the water in his underwear, cold, hungry, thirsty, and scared. Every moment was a battle against despair. And although he kept thinking about how he was going to get out, he never stopped praying. The air pocket was his only sanctuary, a fragile bubble against the immense power of the sea. He knew that any shift in the vessel could collapse it, ending his struggle instantly. He found a can of cola and a tin of sardines, which he rationed meticulously. These meager provisions became his lifeline, offering a fleeting sense of control in an uncontrollable situation. The hours stretched on, each one a show of his sheer will to survive. He heard strange noises, the sounds of the ocean's inhabitants, adding to his isolation and fear. He clung to anything that offered a glimmer of hope, any small sign that he was not yet lost. His mind raced, cycling through memories, prayers, and desperate plans. He called on God, asking the Lord to save him and to not let him die there. The cold was relentless, seeping into his bones, threatening to shut down his body. He tried to keep moving, to generate some warmth, but his space was severely limited. He was shivering all the time, teeth were chattering. He knew that time was running out, that his air would eventually be depleted. Yet he refused to surrender to the inevitable. His spirit fought on. Days passed with no sign of survivors. The initial search efforts were deemed futile, a tragic conclusion for the lost crew. Hope dwindled with each passing hour. Then, a specialized team of divers from the South African company DCN Diving was deployed. Their mission was grim: to locate and recover the bodies of the deceased crew members. These divers navigated the treacherous, dark environment of the sunken vessel. As they explored the wreckage, a diver stumbled upon something impossible. In the murky depths, a hand reached out. The footage of this moment captures a shocking and deeply moving encounter. The diver's initial surprise at finding someone alive after days of searching for the dead was palpable. It was a moment of disbelief, then profound relief. Subsequent efforts focused on providing Harrison with immediate oxygen, bottled water, and carefully guiding him to safety. The process was delicate, requiring precision to avoid further injury or decompression sickness. Despite spending 70 hours isolated underwater, he had to spend another 3 days in a recompression chamber. But the rescue was a miracle, a moment of triumph against the ocean's vast indifference. Harrison's road to overall recovery was lengthy. He faced not only physical challenges, but also the profound psychological trauma of his experience. For about 2 weeks, he had nightmares where he felt his bed sinking. The lasting impact of those 3 days trapped beneath the waves is undeniable. Yet Harrison displayed remarkable strength in overcoming the ordeal. His story is not just a tale of survival against impossible odds. It is a powerful reminder of the human capacity to endure, to adapt, and ultimately, to triumph over adversity. Harrison's journey stands as a poignant tribute to resilience, and his survival echoes a universal message of hope and the indomitable will to live.